I've just finished my 500th game. I'm a little bit sick. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm sick. I made a team recently and I've peaked in ladder. This is like a really long video, so a lot of these are like old stuff and this is post commentary cuz otherwise the sound is bad. Here's the team. I'm going to go over each character one at a time. This is 24. She used to be markswoman in the old game. I might edit in a picture of her, I might not. Basically, I'm spamming her ultimate with this deck. That's the whole point of it. She recharges some ult energy when she uses it, and this item gives her even more recharge. And then she has an ability that gives her even more recharge, like a spell, a card. I don't know how to call them. And this is her support. She has a card that gives an ally enhance and 30 energy, so it boosts her damage 25% and it gives her 30 energy, which is enough for her to ult after she ulted and has the item equipped. And I used to have another item equipped. I showed it earlier. I'm bad at explaining things. With these, okay, I'm going too fast. I had another wheel equipped on Corpusant where it was a slower one. It was more expensive. I would end up not using it much. This person, I just like her for her cleanse. She cleanses teammates, and then she has a strike card, and it combos with this item. It makes the targets take more damage when they get hit by a strike. So there's some synergy there. This guy, he just ults and gets a shield. He gives allies charge. I got 2 strike on my allies as spells, so they get enhanced by that. It's better than the basic strike getting enhanced. And mainly he's there because he can target. He can give an enemy taunt and make them targetable and easy to kill. This team is like wants to kill a single target as fast as possible. Now this is the lowest quality clip I'm gonna show. This is just me one-shotting an enemy. I choose her because she has like a rewind skill. You can rewind someone's health back to last turn. So if I killed someone else, they would have just gotten rewound. And I basically won. The rest of this wasn't worth showing. And plus it was low quality, so I didn't want to show it. I messed up when recording. It was like in vertical mode, so I had to change it to by zooming it and turning it, and it was ugly. And this is another fight. This is me against Lotan team, you know, with the samurai in the old game. And she just, like, she can use her strike a lot in a turn. This, I just want to get her burned. Poisoned. I need to kill her first. She's my biggest threat. She's, basically the enemy team revolves around her. The purple and the green don't do much on their own. And especially after I see that item equipped on the blue guy, he's not gonna do much on his own, so my focus is on her. Back to what I was talking about with my team, though. The posses, I don't know which ones to use, which items to use. Oh, and for my tank, I give him an item that like doubles his energy gain from damage received. A strike would give him 5 normally, but now it gives him 10. And it's nice on it. It's surprisingly good. I wasn't sure what to give him, and I just threw that on because it was cheap. 1 cost. So here, I just make him vulnerable and do some chip. I just need to play out my cards so I don't waste my draw coming up. So I just throw them all out there. It's fine. It's not a big worry, you know. This, I have the wheel unseen. This is the old version of the team where instead of Epiphany, which is 2 cost, and then the first skill the person uses is reduced by 2. This is wheel unseen. Every turn you get a barrier and 2 conceal. Conceal is like mana reduction, basically. And it's a similar effect, but more expensive, so it's like a better effect. But because it's more expensive, it's hard to ever use it. So here I just I wanna, I don't even remember. This is not a good turn. Oh, I look at what I have in deck because I kind of want to see if I can strike with her, but I can't. Yeah, this is an ugly turn. Not much I could do, I don't think. So now it's like, if the enemy's Lotan has a bad item at the moment, they don't have their proper gear where they get 15 energy a strike. So thankfully I'm pretty safe. Here I'm entwined, but I have cleanse in my deck as my final card, so I'm guaranteed to have it next turn. I'm not worried about that. I'll just have less mana to spend because I need to spend it on that. And what's going on here? What are they gonna do? They still don't have the item equipped. I guess it's deeper in their deck. Maybe I got lucky this game. Yeah, I did. Look, they're wasting attacks. This is bad play. They should have just kept that one alive. Oh wait, no, the entwine. Yeah, that's important to take them out. My bad. Yeah, that was pretty good. Wow. All right. Well. So here, I have options. I think I just get rid of barriers. Honestly, it doesn't do much, so I don't know why I did that. Here, I give... My dog is licking me right now. So, I just want to paralyze the Lotan so she can't strike. No. She will be able to because Doll will likely have her cleanse. But if she cleanses her ally, then my barriers remain intact. So it's giving my opponent a choice. Does she want to cleanse her ally, or does she want to dispel her enemies? And in this instance, they cleanse the ally. I think it was a mistake, seeing as how they don't have many strikes in hand prepared. They could have just waited a turn. I mean, they do get rid of the burn, but the poison, whoops. Keep calling it by the wrong thing. So here I can kill her. There's a lot of damage with these, with 24. She just does a lot of damage. Her name is 24. She has 24 personalities. She's psycho. So there we go. That's the end of the game. I should have cut it here. I don't know why I didn't do that like I did on the other one. I don't know. I thought if I did it too much, it would be boring. I think I don't cut any more footage. Oh, no. This one I do. No, do I? I do it on another one. I cut another one short. Like, I guaranteed win on another one. I think in this case, they can revive and give her the item. Or do they not even have the item to give it bonus energy? Oh, they don't even have revive available. They wasted it last turn. Just to do a little healing. Alright. Well. I don't know, like, I did all the cutting beforehand, and now I'm talking. So that's why I'm not going over and cutting this out. Maybe I should, though. Maybe I should. I don't know, it's like... Maybe I should just show it. It's not scary to show it. It's not bad to show. Okay. That's why I didn't cut it, because they give up right there. So, yeah. I won, and there's the damage and stuff. Here's another match. They're pretty low rated, but they played well. I think. At least I remember they played well. My mulligan is awkward because Wheel Unseen is so expensive. So I just keep the items and the strike. I don't want my hand to get clogged. I just want to be able to play out cards. You draw 5 a turn. What do they do? So here I'm expecting their I don't know how to say the names, so I'm just gonna say the red guy. He has a sword icon next to his health, the guy in the back. Since he's in the back, I think he'll be the carry. I expect him to have I don't know how it's called in this game, but Excalibur in the old game, you get bolster, well, fortify, and you do double damage with strikes. That's what I'm expecting. Thankfully, I have paralysis on my team, so it's not too threatening, and I also have dispel and vulnerability, so his fortify can get negated. If that is what the deck I'm facing is using. Here, I have to choose, do I want to waste that taunt dispel, or do I want to waste a strike from my purple one? My purple one will have vulnerable item, so maybe I made a mistake there. Maybe I should have wasted that taunt. I don't remember why I chose that. The later games I remember better, and I think I played better as well. You know, this is still a pretty new team at this point, so I'm not really. So he ulted. His ult does 80 damage across 2 people, unless you can cleanse it, and I have the cleanse ready for next turn, so I'm ready for cleansing. That sounds weird to phrase it that way. Anyways, here we go. Just go ahead and play it. No, I don't know what I'm thinking about. And then I have to choose, do I heal the guy in the front or do I heal her? And they don't have much targeted fire, so I don't worry much about her dying in the back, so I'm just healing the guy in the front. And here I just want to keep that cleanse in case I'll need it, or maybe I just keep it just so I can discard it, and I'd rather, like, I have the item to discard my entire hand and redraw equal number. Maybe the strike is just better to throw out there, and the taunt is better to potentially discard. And then he uses this new posse, and it's terrible. It's not worth using. I'm surprised they used it. I think this turn he doesn't even like use the feather that he got. Onyx plume, I think that they call it. Anyways, what do I do here? Let's see what happens. I have a lot of damage potential. Who do I focus fire? His possible threat. Okay, this is why this deck is strong. It does a bunch of focus fire damage. I think I wasted. No, it wasn't. It's not important if I wasted damage potential. Yeah, I definitely did waste damage. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I win anyways. So here, I have to decide how I want to finish off the turn, and it doesn't truly matter, but it is a bit like a bit of decision making. So I decide I'll just damage her, even though she's not vulnerable. And then I'm just tired of having that card in hand. And the healer, she can use her ult, and it gives her like single target damage. So here I fast forward. I forgot I did this. So I didn't cut. I had fast forwarded in the other one too, and then I decided cutting is better. But here I just fast forward. Anyways, I won. I won because the guy died, and that's all that mattered against that team. So I don't know why I said they played. Oh, I gave him a praise. I don't know. I don't know. They got unlucky, I guess. I don't know. All right, here's another game. This one's like partway through. Some of these recordings start off that way because I'm not always recording, and then partway through I'm like, oh wow, this is a pretty cool turn. Let me record the game. So here I have a lot of strikes in hand, and I just really want to show the burst of this team. So because the girl in the back has her ult charged, I decide to kill her. And look at her, 90 health. And now it's 0. Wow. Cool. So, the deck is overpowered for that reason. This is what I hate about the game. You can kill people in one turn from full. I think it's a bit too strong to be able to do that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm exploiting the thing I hate most about the game. And let's see how this game continues. I should have just stopped it at that turn. My dog is saying to go outside. I'll go outside. I'll pause here. Maybe I'll decide to cut out the rest later. No. I think what ends up happening is it ends up being pretty close, despite that good turn. Is that what ends up happening? I'm sorry. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go outside with my dog. I'll pause. I'll pause at 16-minute mark. Yeah, she needs to pee. Alright, so here, what happens? Why do I spare that guy? I don't know. Wait, why do I spare? Wait, what? Could he have died? No, I don't know. He wouldn't have died. Is that the case? I'm confused. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I've won anyways. This is bad commentary. I thought about making this a shorter video, multiple shorter videos, but I've been watching like videos that are like 2 hours long of like gameplay of dead games, and like from like 12 years ago or something like that. So it's kind of just for my sake. I want to have a longer video just for my sake. Yeah, so I'll try not to be annoying, I guess, because the other people, they're not annoying. So here he's got barriers, and no reason to use my ult on a barrier. It's ineffective. Sure, I miss out on the 10 passive energy gain, so that kind of sucks, and if I get damaged, potentially it's even more. I think I could have killed her that turn, and I decided not to. No, she lived. No, she would have died. I think at the time I didn't know how much damage a vulnerable enhanced ultimate does. Like with just one buff it's 38, and then with another buff I still don't know how much it is. It's definitely more than 40 though. In any case, I should have just fast forwarded this part. Maybe I'll go back and no, I don't think I will. Because it's just like, if everything's fast forwarded, why am I even showing it? Here, I spend that card. I don't know. I never use it that way. It's awkward in the late game having that card and an empty hand and enough mana to play everything and not needing anything. It's a really nice card in general, but then there's some situations where it just sucks. And that was one of those situations. So here, I just win eventually. Just a matter of time. My deck is good in the mid game. In the late game, it kind of struggles a little bit. It's nice because it has paralysis, but there's like, I think there's stronger late game decks. So I won this one. Okay, I gotta take my dog. I gotta do that. So here's like the damage and stuff. Alright, what's next? I'm showing the ranks. I don't know why I even kept that in. Oh, it's a pretty high rank is what I wanted to show. 2400 is pretty low, but it's super early in the season. That's what I was showing. Or super early in the day, no one played yet. Alright, what's this game? I forgot.
Alright, dog.
I don't know if
dog,
I'm
okay.
over recording over my old thing. Anyways, I need to empty my hand to be 8 cards in order to use that without overdrawing that draw 3. What's going on here? So again, they have that red dude in the back, so I just figure he's got that 5 cost gear wheel, they call it wheel. It doubles his attack, his strikes, and makes him get fortify when he strikes. So he's the threat. I just had to spend my cards, so that's why I did so much damage to the front. And then I held back at the end because I didn't want her to have her ultimate fully charged from only receiving damage. In case if she doesn't have a strike, she won't be able to ult this turn. So, that 20 damage in exchange for the opponent ulting, it's not a good exchange. Or would it have been even more? It might have been 25. Anyways, let's see what happens. So here I have the cleanse for the shield. I'm blightened on the front guy, the blue guy, and I can cleanse the blight. It makes my shield half strength. If I have the blight, it cuts healing and shielding in half. And I don't do it. I think it's because I thought it didn't matter. And I would rather save it for later. But then as I spent my cards, I realized I'd rather have that illusion in my back pocket ready for later. Oh, no. I think because I chose that decision, I just committed to it. And if I had double shield, I don't know if it would even matter. Like, let's see if he does over 22 damage. Well, okay. If it was closer, it could have mattered. But at this point, I'm so far ahead. He's down a guy. Like, if you just started the game from this point, you see his health bars, you see mine. I'm in a much better spot. Like, I would not want to be in the opponent's... Oh, okay. So they're amplifying that guy. That's the whole point of their deck. This purple one is giving extra strength to that guy. And they're just keeping him alive. And then I see that item get equipped, and I'm just thinking, okay, it's over. He's got no bulk. The other one at least gives him fortify. I'm not even scared of that item. It's like a bit of a joke. I'm kind of relieved. It's relieving to see him equip that. It's not as threatening. It's... So what is there to show? I mean, I just win from here. Like, I guess I could show off the deck a bit better. So here, Entwine, dispelling it does nothing, but I'm just bad at the game, so I just waste it because I don't want to draw an extra card. What? That's stupid. So yeah, I'm making mistakes, and I'm bad at the game, and I don't know. I'm kind of sad seeing these mistakes. What I should have done is kept that taunt in hand so that it would be discarded. There was no reason to get rid of the Entwine. It would have gone away when the opponent's turn would start. And the item I have is basically only effective on the opponent's turn on my character, because there's no way for him to self-harm. He can only get harmed by the enemy, and that's how the item works. So you take damage, you get bonus ult charge. Oh, maybe I just wanted to have taunt. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about that ultimate. I doubt it. I don't know. He doesn't have much focus fire, so I don't need to worry about my backline dying. Maybe I was just like... Yeah, he can hit randomly. He can randomly hit her a bunch and then like whip her with the Pandia. The purple one has a targeted fire. Maybe he would have gotten lucky and killed my backline. So here I have a Dispel, so his counter's gone. And then I think I can kill him this turn with all my ultimates. So there's the combo. There's why it's strong. I can just ult a bunch. So here I'm just trying to figure out how I want to spend the rest of my mana. Or like where I want to put the rest of my damage. Let's phrase it that way. I think I should have killed the purple one. Why didn't I kill her? That's weird. Oh. I guess I do kill her. Wow. That is a lot of damage. Wow. Okay. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, this deck is overpowered. So, I don't know if it's even a deck or a team. My phone always runs low on battery. I'm not good at... I mean, I'm fine at managing the battery. There's noises scaring my dog. Alright, what's going on here? Am I in danger? Or am I still so far ahead that I cannot lose? Let's see what I draw. In any case, if I just kill the healer and then paralyze the red guy, he cannot do much. He's very reliant on striking. He's not a threat without his I forgot what it's called. Strikes. So here I win in this turn, I think. I'm just slow at it because I don't know. I'm trying to be careful or something. I don't know why. I don't know why it takes so long. I don't need to. This might have been a bot too. What the heck? There's bots in this game. They always have that elo. No, I don't. It wasn't a bot because of how long the turns took. But that elo gain is how much you would get from beating a bot. So here I decide to poison the Jenkins because they have a card that gives them full ultimate, and I think the energy gain they would get from the passive damage is not much of a concern, and it seems their team is centered around Jenkins too, so it's important for me to get them low and kill them. So the passive damage is nice to get. What's my next turn looking like? Probably just gonna make someone vulnerable. Probably just gonna equip 2 items. Oh, Void is annoying. What do I do? I think... Yeah, I decided to equip the item just because, Oh, wow. I got a huge shield. Look at that. 55 damage. That's something. So, yeah, that's another thing about the ult, is even though my team is focused on 24, the red one, it's still nice on other allies. It can benefit them. The bonus damage gives a bonus shield. Usually it does 35 damage, and here I did 55 damage and shield. It's like, instead of 70, if you add 35 2 times, it's 55 2 times, it's 110 health swing. What's going on here? Jenkins is gonna ult next turn. I'm just trying to figure out the most damage. Oh, I'm entwined, and I have to think if I want to. Why had to do it that way? I think in hindsight, I shouldn't have burned 40 energy just to kill that front line. Because the item being entwined, it makes it so I don't get that 40 energy. Look how low my energy is now. It's like I'm turn 1. I think my dog needs to go outside again. I don't know. She got scared by the noises. She left earlier. Maybe she's just hungry. Lyra, are you hungry? Alright, so this damage is surprising me. I've never seen like 10 damage from a Jenkins before. I think it can go higher too. But look at all those buffs on him. Her, him, her. Look at all those buffs on her. That's crazy. Thankfully, with clans, Jenkins isn't much of a threat to my team. So I don't... Unless I draw into it with a discard, I don't know if I even go for that. It's gonna be hard. I won't be able to dispel all those buffs, so... I think it's too, like, luck dependent to go for it, so I just decide to use up what I have in hand and then draw. I don't even go for it. What the heck? So he gets all those buffs? Maybe it didn't concern me. Maybe it didn't concern me at the time. I don't know. It concerns me now. What the heck? Look at all those. He's got what is that 2 exclamation mark? I don't know. Power gain for barrier? Yeah, that's what that is, probably. Oh, so if my guys live, I can dispel this turn. Yep. Have a lot of energy now. I'm surprised they didn't go for more. Oh! Were they slowed? Yeah, they were slowed. I figured that Jenkins being slowed was inconvenient. Usually their cards cost 0 from the ult, and here they cost something. Why do I target her? I don't know. This is old. This is old footage. I don't remember my decision making. I feel bad for even commentating when I don't know what's happening. Like, I think if I did this turn better, I could have killed my opponent. And I decided not to give them energy, hold my strike back. There's no reason to use it there. No benefit to using it there. I should phrase it that way. So just hold on to it. And my opponent's just dead here. It doesn't really matter what they do. They can't do much. I don't know why I don't skip it. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It doesn't matter to skip it, honestly. I could just, yeah, just show it. So here I give charge to my AoE strike. And everyone dies. No, the charge didn't matter. They were all 1 health, basically, so... Alright, what's the next game? I gave him a praise just because he gave me a praise. I don't know. I think it's courteous. Here, I'm against a 1-turn kill deck. I don't know how I do in the matchup in general. I feel concerned. And thankfully I have the taunt taunt an enemy card with everybody having charge. So if I get a good draw, I can kill someone, and I don't get a good draw. But I get the Dispel for my team. They're all bleeding. And that'll save me a bunch of damage taken. I contemplate if it's worth going for. And I have to waste his taunt just so I don't overdraw. Or underdraw, I should say. Overdraw in other games where you draw and then it burns. In this game you underdraw because it's only 4 cards, you don't burn anything. Yeah, overdraw sounds better. Okay. What am I doing here? I want to make someone vulnerable. So I give that item. I have a lot of damage lined up. And I can kill this one with strikes, and then I can do more damage than those strikes would have done to the next one. And then here I'm looking if I have like a lot of strikes ready so I can kill that one, but I decide it's too low of odds to go for, and I keep that discard in my hand. Maybe in hindsight I would have done it, but oh well. I can't do it now. Even if I did get a strike, it would do 13 damage. I take back what I was saying. I did the right thing holding on to that card. So let's see. Let's see what kind of burst my opponent can do. Exalt to all his teammates. And 2 ults. I'm not feeling good about my survival odds. He's even got that card. 10 more damage to everyone. He has to use it before everything. Okay. I lived. Can I kill him? I'm trying to figure... At this point, I was trying to figure out, like, the most damage I can do. She's vulnerable in the back, so I can ult her now and use the... Oh, I don't have the item equipped to recharge my energy, so this is why I desperately want to shuffle now, just because that item is so important. But because that heal cost 1, I wanted to use it before I shuffled. Yeah, lots of tough choices to make here. I decide to kill her using that because I wanted to do extra damage to this one. That was stupid. What the heck? Should have just killed her with a strike and done extra damage to that backline one. They were already vulnerable. I think at the time I didn't really pay attention to the fact that they were already vulnerable. Yeah, that was a lot of choices to make, and I don't think I made the right choices either. But this turn I have potentially 3 ultimates, 4 actually, so it's a lot of damage potential. I have to decide if maybe it's not enough to kill, so maybe I should just heal. Or paralyze, actually. Paralyze is better than the heal. Or is heal better? Paralyze and slow. Yeah, that's really good. That'll stop them from killing me. Especially with all these barriers I've got. Alright. And then I decide not to equip the Epiphany since it's late game. And I'd rather just save it for an illusion. But since I don't need it now and my hand won't underdraw, I'm just gonna hold it for now. And my dog is making noise. I don't know if you hear her licking me. Alright, so here I just killed him. It's pretty straightforward kill from here. Really strong combination, those two. So I'm at 3,000 now for probably the first time. Not that it was hard for me to do it, it's just I don't know, I only started playing recently, so and I haven't like done, I don't think I've played too much. Anyways, whatever. I got the thing. 3,000's the last one, and this guy's a really high rating, so it's a good match, thankfully. I don't know what to keep. Dirge, it's nice in theory against opponents early, but in practice, like, they could just equip items and use their strikes, and it doesn't do much. So it's awkward whether I want to keep it or not, and I decided not to keep it. And then, since this item does more for me in the early, like, I don't want to use that 2-cost card, but I just want to get cards out of hand so I don't underdraw later. And I want to equip that item on my front line, so if he gets damaged, it doesn't... there's no, like, wasted potential. And then here, I decided I would rather equip the item than... Because I'm floating mana no matter what I do, so... I don't value the damage. I just want the item equipped. I'm saving the Dispel just because they got some debuffs, Uvash and Karen, the green and the yellow, and also the blue has a slow. So they have all sorts of debuffs now that I think about it. And here I'm like super debuffed. So it's nice here. I live on 1 health, pretty cool. I don't have a vulnerability to give to an opponent. Here, I'm not wondering whether or not I should play that card, I'm just thinking of what to do next. That's why I take a while. Like, I can give someone taunt and then attack them, so I have to decide if I want to taunt an enemy, and then afterwards I want to use 24's ability, or do I just want to do a simple heal? And at this point, I don't remember. I'm interested in seeing what I do. I go for the heal. Yeah, it's fine. Salvador, the red guy, has a Dispel, potentially. He would have used it if he had it. Could have gotten rid of my entire shield. So it's nice that he didn't have it. I consider cleansing the bleed, but it's low value compared to the potential of cleansing other things, and giving everyone charge while having someone vulnerable is much better. Since the front guy has a barrier, I think I decide to... Oh, I don't even have mana to charge. Huh. Whatever. Here I can do the vulnerable enhanced ultimate, which is really nice. And here they're vulnerable, and why not? I think they're fully... I forgot if they're... I can't tell if they're fully charged or not from... Like, it's a bit small on my screen. If they were not fully charged before my ult, I contemplated whether or not it was worth the thing, and then I figured, oh, well, they'll have it anyways, and I have a cleanse. Their ultimate is effectively, like, no effect. His ultimate is... What's the word for... I don't know. I want to use the word effect, but like non-effectual. I know I could say something like benign, but that makes it seem like it does a little bit, but I want to say like it does absolutely nothing. So if I charge it up, it's not a concern. I have the cleanse in hand ready to get rid of it, and they've got their shield, but I have the dispel on my purple one ultimate, so yeah, pretty good character there. Look at this. Vulnerable first. Well, I had to get my ultimate charged up, so that's why I did it that way. And here I have to think about the rest of my turn. So I look at my draw, because I have the card to draw. And then maybe I just want to paralyze that striker. That would be like enough to shut them down, basically. So what do I do with the rest of my stuff? And then I think I give the barrier to the front ones because they don't really have much targeted fire, and especially with that guy dead, there's no like random way of getting that my backline dead. And with too slow on the tank, I figure there's not much concern about them. And then Magical Hat, I've never seen it on Karen before, and then this game made me give it so much respect afterwards, because this is like really powerful what the opponent does. You'll see. I remember it because it was so strong. So they just draw a brand new hand, and they added cards to it beforehand, and you get a bunch of strikes, and strikes are really good. 0 mana card, give you energy. It's kind of better than the real people cards, because they cost mana, and they don't give you energy, most of them. Alright, so here I cleanse. I don't remember if that was necessary or not. Maybe I just didn't have much else to spend mana on, so I just decided to use it there. But in hindsight, maybe I should have just discarded it. So I should have slowed the enemy in hindsight as well. Slow would have been nice to do. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Healing is super nice to get through, so I decide I want to heal, and then I save the strike because I figure the opponent will be able to heal herself. She's a healer. The damage will be wasted. I can save it for next turn, so I save it for next turn. And this was a really strong turn from my opponent. Look at the setup. I at this point I thought I was like, everything was great. I thought there was no threat from the opponent, but watch what happens. They use one ultimate, and they, I don't know if they got like super lucky with their draw or what, but they're just using like cards like endlessly. And then they even get another ultimate through. And maybe they got unlucky with these debuffs. I'm not sure. I don't draw into my cleanse, so my main damage is if I get enhanced. I mean, let me rephrase it. In order to do any damage whatsoever, I basically need to enhance my 24. But I have to decide, do I ult first so that I get another ult through? And I don't know why I didn't strike and then do this again. I don't think it mattered. But yeah, I missed out on some damage, but I had extra damage to spare, so it didn't matter. And the Dispel was clutch. They had Fortify. I had no other way to get rid of it without cleansing and striking. So it's nice that I had my ult charged. I don't know why I'm showing this. Alright, next game. Yeah, I remember this will be 3 games against this person, and I faced them just before. This is like what they do in tournaments. They fight the same guy over and over. So after this one, he sends me a rematch, and I pretty much always accept rematches. I've even used the Lotan team against Paralysis and won, and then accepted rematches and then just lost continuously. So, I don't know. I like the idea of, you know, someone sends a rematch, you gotta accept. Sportsman-like. So in this matchup, I mean, in this game, this time around, I should say. Alright, so I should make that one vulnerable first before I use that. Why don't I strike with the purple? Yeah, there we go. Oh, but I could give them all charge. I don't know. I don't know what's best. Give them charge now. Okay. Why not? Sure thing. I could have done it a bit differently, and then this Liz would have been paralyzed, and my purple one would not have charge ready, but... Where would that... Yeah, that would have been exact damage. I messed up. I messed up there. I should have paralyzed the Liz, and slowed her, especially. That would have been much more impactful. So here they're emoting. They didn't get enough strikes, I guess, and they how did they get illusions? I don't know. Anyways, I live again, and then I barely live. This is really a bad looking situation for me, so I have to think about what's better to discard, what's better to keep, how do I optimize all my damage. So I decided to get rid of the barrier first and then give the vulnerability because I had charge. So I wanted to preserve the charge damage, and I killed 2, and then I have to decide if I want to make illusions. I look at my deck and I see that I have another one of those, so I just do all the damage I can, and I basically give up. I just figure they'll kill me. But I don't surrender, and this is why it's better not to surrender, because this is hilarious. Check this out. So they drew that, they drew that, they drew that, they drew that. Sorry for my sick laugh. And they couldn't kill me. They drew too much junk. Or they could have, and they spared me. I don't know. Because that's only 4 things. They could have had that, like, triple use card. That would have killed me. It was probably the vulnerability card. Anyways. See, there's their rematch. I figured maybe they thought since they got so unlucky there at the end. I don't know if that's luck, by the way. I'm not sure how draws work in this game, or if that was guaranteed or luck. So here I'm thinking about what to keep. Definitely bone chilling. That's like the best thing you can get. And then, oh, look at that. 2 items. One that costs 2, one that costs 1. Okay, perfect. So I get good items. And then Dirge, it's not important to use it right away. They could just ignore it. Here, it would be... And then, how does he always have bleed? Like, he seems to always have that card in the early game. Whatever. This time I don't have the clans for my team. That sucks. Heal does nothing this turn, so I have to decide how I want to waste my mana. And I could use this card, especially with Battle Insight. It could have potential, but I don't know. I just decide it's not worth keeping and I get rid of it. I think that was a mistake. I should have kept it. Oh well. It doesn't matter. Alright. I've had a nice meal. It does. I don't know why I crashed. It lost me the game. It's about like an hour later. I don't remember what's going on. Why is it here? I see a kill here. It's not a high priority target, but I see a kill, I go for the kill. I'm not sure if that's right or wrong. Anyways, it happened. Maybe later I'll learn if it's right or wrong. I'm still fairly new. If they're alive, then their bad cards clunk the hand up. If they're dead, especially with this team, they get illusions, you know, gives them potential ultimates. So, I'm not sure what's better. So, can I survive this time around? Let's find out. It doesn't look like I'll survive. Alright, well, there's one more game coming up. I wanted a rematch. You know, best 2 out of 3 type of thing. And I got it. So, what do I get this time around? None of these are good. Get rid of all of them. I want my items. I got my items. Alright. My gear. My wheels. And I got the increased mana, Arithmetica. What a good opener. Alright. And obviously I don't use the strike because I want to make the enemy vulnerable and have more strikes available in that turn. And here I have the ultimate already ready, so I can use the strike and get an extra shield from it. So I just have to decide what to do with the rest of my mana. And a heal seems nice. Oh. I decide I don't really care about the guy, so I let him die. Wow. Why do I do that? I don't know. Anyways. What do I do next? What happens next? Let's see. I get the item for 24. That's great. I can ult this turn too. I can kill that front line if I want to. What do I end up doing? Because I could just, like, paralyze them. They have their ult ready. I should kill them. It would... I mean... Oh, wait. After equipping the item, I can't ult. Whatever. I'll just, yeah, I'll just use that card to gain energy. It's not a bad use. And then here, since they're at 100, I decide to strike. In retrospect, This was a mistake. Not a big one though. It doesn't matter. And then here I just use a random emote. I don't know what it means. I kind of like how it looks. They used an emote, so I wanted to use one too. With only 3 people on my team, I'm less concerned about Hellet's ultimate, the red one, because it does like I gotta kill the yellow one is basically what I'm getting at right now. So I have a lot of options, and I'm overwhelmed with options. Why do I go for that? Why do I go? Wait. I'm talking about how the yellow one is more threatening than in the replay. Whatever. It doesn't end up mattering. She's still scary. I mean, and then there I go for. She's vulnerable, and I'm enhanced, and I want to get the poison on her because she's the one that's vulnerable. Maybe I just thought I couldn't kill her, even though looking back I know I can, but she had 2 barriers, so I thought maybe I didn't have enough hits in. Couldn't get enough hits in. Alright. What happens next? I think it's awkward for my opponent to kill everyone this turn. Also, that purple lady has a dispel, so I can't use my green one ultimate. It's not gonna go well for me. She's just gonna get rid of the barriers. So I just hold back. And they decide not to burn any ults since there's no kills on the important ones. I think they could have killed the green one, but they're not important enough. Here I'm just thinking, can I kill someone? What's the best way to kill someone? Do I need a dispel? Can I draw into something that would help me with my discard? And then I'm taking so long that my opponent's emoting. So I decide that these cards are all pretty passive, and I'm gonna discard here. Or maybe I don't decide that. Why not? Here I would. As I'm watching, I would do that. I don't know, maybe I just see the slight synergy of the double paralysis. Or the unnecessariness, the unnecessary nature of drawing into more cards, seeing as how this is guaranteed, and I doubt that their final member will be able to do enough damage on their own. So, especially with 3 slows on them, all their cards will cost +3. So they have a ton of illusions. And they can't kill me. And they die. And I don't want another rematch because they were too close, and I think I got lucky. So I just leave it at that. I give him a praise. And then I like decide to open some packs because I got the weekly thing. Not pack. I don't know how to call it. Whatever. I have a lot of the premium stuff saved up. I'm just saving it to unlock new characters. I spent money on the game at this point. I got an achievement, so it means I got a good one. So I got that one. I almost have every basic wheel, or unlimited wheel they call it. So that's the last one I'll need. Let's see what this achievement says. Oh, not yet the achievement, the weekly task. They say you only have 1 day to do it on the first day. I don't know why that bug is there. I decide to do it all today, and it ends up not mattering because I got 6 more days later to do it. So I don't know why it's bugged. Here's the next game. Here's I'm against Freeze. Freeze is so annoying. It's pretty popular. I don't know why they have this arrangement with Erica in the back. That's just what they did. I think it's worse. So I have a pretty good hand at the moment, and that void is awkward for me. If I want to take advantage of this vulnerable state that I'll put my... I decided to dirge to get rid of the barrier first. Yeah. And then I don't think it's worth it in hindsight. I should have just not used the strike. Because I only got 5 energy from it instead of 10. And they heal for 40. If I didn't use it, they wouldn't have been able to get the full heal. So it's like I used the strike, I just got less energy, and they got full heal value. It's bad for me. Here I just want to... I don't know what to use. I think I want to equip the item, so I have to pick which... so I can make them vulnerable, and then this is enhanced as well, so it's like gonna kill them. Wow, it's a lot of damage. That's why this deck is so good. Kill them before they can even ult. That's the coolest thing. It's it's annoying. It's the annoying thing about this game. It's what I don't like about this game. It's why I'm exploiting this overpowered thing. So here he's got Fortress, but I have Dispel, so it's not an issue. And I want to see if I have strikes available. Oh wait, I don't have it. What? Whatever, it doesn't matter. From this point, I should just skip the video. I pretty much just win. Tulu can be a bit threatening, but all my guys are like full health. I spend a long time thinking about if I should discard or not. I decide I want to use her cards so I can ult, and I want to ult the back line, just because they have strong focus fire with those 2 in the middle. And I heal the guy in front just to... he's missing the most amount of health, and nobody's missing more than 40. So it's just the most value I can get from that card. I should have discarded though. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Dispel... It would have been nice to get rid of the poison, but if my team ends up all paralyzed... Oh. They're dead. Well, better kill that tank. Don't want them to fortify without any way to get rid of it. Would be bad if they could fortify and I can't get rid of it. So here I have a terrible hand. All these cards are awful. I should have just discarded it. But I don't know, I'm just attached to the cards or something. Like imagine if I just popped off a bunch of ults there. That would have been so cool. Here I decide I want to paralyze her so she can't attack, so she can't ult. And I save my AoE strike in case of a buff later. And I don't want her to get her ult charged up. So it's... to prevent that from happening as well. They could very easily though like get an illusion, so this was not a good plan. They only have one item equipped, meaning they have, and you know, they drew through their whole deck, so they could probably like definitely ult if they wanted to here. I don't know, they don't go for it. And this is a kill. This is a kill for sure. This was a mistake though. There's no reason to use that card. I'd better to discard it. Yeah. Alright. Just go for the kill. It's taking so long. I guess it's important to decide whether or not to charge, but yeah, just don't charge. Oh, if I do the charge here, I get the kill, so I guess I will. And then I'm out of mana, so I decide not to go through with discarding, and I decide I want the taunt for now, so my guys don't get paralyzed in the back. And the dispel is really inconvenient for me. Thankfully they lack the damage or paralysis to like kill me or stop me, so I just have a fortify in the front, hard to break through. I just need to play it slow. Let's see what I have in deck. Nothing good. So just heal the damage, right? Or maybe heal the healer. I forgot which one I heal. I check how much health is missing to see how much healing would be wasted, and it's only 2 points of healing, so I decide it's negligible and I don't mind missing out on 2 heals, so I go for that. And then I don't want the opponent to get over 80 over 80 of their ult thing, because then they could strike and then ult, so I hold back, and that way they'll have to use another strike if they want to ult. They can't just ult with a single strike. And because they're shuffling in cards into their deck, they're less likely to have it. Oh, they have it. If I were them, I would just paralyze my backline. Yeah. Oh wait, they could have killed my front line? I didn't realize. Oh, they do it now. Okay. Well, I think this wins from here. I'm not sure. Even if I don't kill here, I have like barriers. It's hard to break through barriers. Oh, I kill here. Okay. Let's see the stats. There's the damage. I don't know why I gave him a thumbs up. In hindsight, I wouldn't give him that thumbs up for using freeze. And this is early in the day, so I'm rank 1 in the day. Yippee. But in the season, I'm like only 14, so this is the rank. Today's rankings are only count you if you played. This is the next game. This is actually a rematch. I won really hard game 1. And this guy had like 4,000 elo, so I gained 200, and I was surprised. I thought it was such an easy matchup that when I saw the elo gain, I was like, why is this guy so highly rated? No, this isn't that game. This is another freeze game. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. That's the next game. That's the game that's coming up. This is just another game against freeze. This time they have the tank in the front. And it's much more I think it's stronger. And I decide I don't want to waste a charged up attack on the tank. So I strike first and then I charge afterwards. I expect to live long enough to strike again. It's hard to get strikes through with freeze. Maybe I should have just done it now that I think about it. Would I have taunt? You know, I can give the yellow one taunt Tulu. This team's annoying. They like paralyze you every single turn, and they got their paralysis early, and they're gonna get the Ramona Time Worm ultimate going through. So I kind of just lose. I lose just because they got that early. It's pretty demoralizing. Here I just think about like how can I spend 5 cards, and there's not many ways for me to be able to do it. I have to cleanse to get enough strikes in, and it's just super awkward. I don't like that I have to cleanse here to spend enough cards to not underdraw next turn, but it's just what I have to do. And Freeze is a bit of an annoying team to go up against for that reason. Granted, I did use Freeze a lot in the old game, and I think it was even worse back then. It was more problematic back then, and I shouldn't be complaining about it. I mean, I had a limited... Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna ramble. I had a limited collection, so I didn't have much to choose from, so Freeze made sense for me back then. But here, it's like the fancy stuff is Freeze, that limited characters, you know, that yellow one, that's the main one, that's the Freeze character, and they are like, they're like an ultra rare. You gotta get them while their event is going on, basically. And that's why I hate them. They have that 40 damage attack if they're already paralyzed. So I just lose horribly. I didn't only record wins. I wanted that to be shown, I guess. I just happened to be winning. I mean, there's a few games where I lost, but it's just I don't find it interesting with what happened in that specific game. Like maybe I made a horrible mistake. I mean, looking back on it, this one I just lost because they got a good draw. That's not that exciting either. Here I should have equipped that on my healer, but I don't do it because I'm seeing value in the mana discount, seeing as how my current hand costs 5 and I'm likely to draw into even more expensive stuff. But if I had equipped that item, just imagine like double this mana, whatever I have now. So double the mana I end up with above 10. So it would have been 20 right now. They're not really hitting her much. Yeah, I guess it was good that I didn't equip it. Huh. And then I get to use it here to ult? Okay. Okay, I made the right choice. I don't know why I'm criticizing me for making the right choice. But now he's burning my guys. He's getting paralysis on them. I don't know who to target. I don't have a way to deal with Fortify, so I kind of think I'm scared of it, so I kind of killed the tank, but I don't even know if that's right. Even in hindsight, I don't know if that's right. I could discard here. Wait, I had charge? Okay, whatever. And then here I can... They're charging either of them is good. I mean, paralyzing either of them is good. But, like, I'm burning. I'm poisoned. I mean, I'm losing health every turn. I decide I don't want to get slowed. So I poison that one, and I don't want them to. I mean, paralyze her. That's the emphasis. So I don't want them to use like their ult and get even more cards. I don't remember what they used, but I don't want to remember either. I just don't want them to ult. And they use this card too, and it's like so much damage. I almost got a comeback, but I didn't. This is one of the reasons the discard is so good. It can discard illusions, but since I'm paralyzed, it doesn't matter. Like, how many turns in a row have I been paralyzed? It's so annoying going up against it. I could have killed them and won if I wasn't paralyzed. Like, I could have striked a lot and striked even more and ulted multiple times or just once. I don't know. In any case, I lose. You know, I'm paralyzing them. I shouldn't be overly complaining about it. Like, I don't like how often I face this deck. That's the problem. It's seeming like it's just too many people utilizing it. I was actually like complaining about this deck, but looking back on it, looking back at this game, I realized that I think I'm favored in this matchup. It's kind of weird to say on a loss, but they got super lucky. And yeah, so next game. This is the one where it was the rematch, and this is my last game I'm gonna show. So, as I said before, and I'll repeat, I beat them so hard in the first game, and then here, even though it's mana inefficient, it's more. It has an effect if I get hit, so I don't want to miss out on that potential energy gain. So I decided to use it first thing I can. So this is the guy that I beat and like was surprised by his rating being so high. Here I decide to use this spell because I want to use my mana. So there we go. There's my reason. And then I don't feel like the doing more damage does any benefit, so I'd rather just hold my cards to be more flexible. You know, the vulnerability, that's the main thing I need to take advantage of, and I have her strike in hand, so I can take advantage of it next turn too. I don't need to be pressured into using it on my healer. And that was crazy, by the way. It hits randomly, 1 out of 4, 3 times in a row. One is 1 out of 64, so it's not that crazy, but it ends up like influencing the opponent's targeting, I feel like, just because look how low they are, look how easy a target they are, how inconvenient for me. And here there's the weaken, enhance, ultimate of the guy in the front, so you weaken them, you enhance the guy, you do the thing, and he's dead. Look at that. My deck is so overpowered and unfair. And then here I decided to paralyze them. I'm trying to think which one is better, and I decide in case they have illusions and they can ult, maybe I want them to be slowed. And I think their ult was below 80, so I decided not to strike because I don't want them to get their ult in case they were I can't see. It looks like 77. Okay, whatever. Let's move on. He does that. Okay. He does that. Okay. And now she's dead. Okay. Not an issue. He gets her card because of his item. his gear, his wheel. And now my team is slowed. But it doesn't look like it matters. I'm so far ahead. He's got so little damage potential. So I decide, do I want to target the purple one or the blue one? And I decide to go with the blue one. I think it's like based around ultimate charge. I went with that choice. Here I hold back on my healer's ult because wait, if that's the case, I should have just gone for the purple one. Okay, whatever. The point is, I held back on her ultimate because their purple lady dispels my barriers, so if I use my ults, it's a waste, and if I save it, it's like my opponent needs to save their ultimate too, and it's like a nobody can ult situation. We're just both staring at each other without being able to ult. And this is a kill here from 150 health. There's so much damage. I have to draw into it though. Like, I don't have the cards in hand now. And I think in hindsight I should have not used this illusion strike. Oh, I don't use it? Okay, that's perfect. Yeah. So here I just go for the kill. 150 health, go for the kill. It's so crazy. You can turn items into tiers, it's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm thinking about here. Oh, is there a way to kill him and then use the ult on somebody else? And yes, there is. And then I decide, do I want to ult with her or not? And it doesn't matter. So it's hard for me to choose when it doesn't matter. And now they're paralyzed and frozen, and I'm just thinking, okay, there's no way they can win. And that's what happens. There's no way they can win. So they just lose. The end. I'm gonna show like the leaderboards once again after this, and I'm a bit confused. Like, I go back and forth over and over because I don't understand that the seasonal rankings reflect your peak. So I thought, like, oh, why is this guy so low on the today's rank but so high on the seasonal? And then I didn't realize it's because he just lost 2 games against me, and it's like he just lost a ton of elo, and it shows his peak. So this is before he lost to me, and he's number 3. He's at 42. So I'm checking, like, is his name something else? Here he's number 5. How's he number 2 in the season? Number 3, I mean, sorry. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I care so much. Alright, so bye. Hopefully this is a good video. I don't know.